Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to 2023, the first video for the year. It's Christy's World again. To my returning subscribers, thank you for always, thank you for the year 2022, thank you for all your love and all your support. And if this is the first time of seeing my face or coming across this channel, you're highly welcome. Here it's everything interesting, everything educational, everything popping. Okay, on this channel I film videos surrounding family, food and lifestyle, and it's an all-in-one channel. So I dish out educational content, motivational content, inspirational content, fun content, lifestyle content, and of course good food, because what is life without food? So this is just the best place to be. Okay, please click on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up because I know you're going to love it, and then drop me your comments down below. I'd love to interact with you, especially if this is your first time. So guys, let's go into the business of today. Today is 5th January, like the year is counting already. I don't know if because I've been so busy, but this year is really seeming fast for me. Like today is 5th already. Like before I opened my eyes and closed it was 5th. So I actually had in mind to make this video on the 2nd, but that was when I actually resumed work, and I've been working. Even now. I just closed from work. I just closed my system, but I said I needed to make this video as soon as I can. So guys, welcome to the new year. It's a brand new year. Clean slate, clean sheets given to each and every one of us. How is the new year going for you? I want to hope it's going very beautiful. My own has started very fine, and I'm keeping hope alive that it's going to be like this till the end of the year. That when it's December 2023 and we'll come for stock taking, that everything I've proposed in my heart to see happen for me this year is going to happen. And I've said a prayer for everyone on my channel, and for you who is watching me now. Everything that is your heart desire concerning this new year, I am praying and agreeing with your faith that they are going to happen for you this year. But then there are things you need to know, which are things I just thought to talk about. As I'm growing, as I'm exploring things in life, as I'm achieving milestones, I like to share my success stories, my challenges, just as they come. There could be somebody out there. What did I just say? Out there? There could be somebody out there who I know is going to be helpful too, and that's why I always take time to share. Okay, so I've got some really very paramount things I want to share with us that will help you this year if truly you want to achieve certain goals and milestones this year. See, the word impossible is nothing. Anything it is, whatever it is you set your heart to achieve, is actually doable. But then it does not just end with wishing, it does not end with praying. And these are the things I want to talk about. I'll try to make this video very short, but it's going to be very powerful, so you want to listen to the end. So it's a new year. In case it was before I used to do new year resolutions, but these days I don't think I consciously have resolutions. I just think in my heart, oh, what are the things I said I wanted to achieve last year? What were the things I was working on? What were the things that worked? What were the things I need to work on? And then I just make a mental calculation. Sometimes I just jot them down in my notepad. Oh, this year I'm working on this. I want to have achieved this by the end of this year. And just like that. It's not the new year resolutions that bring about the change, but even having a consciousness that you want these things to happen for you, for me, is the first step to winning. Do you get what I mean? It's the first step to winning. So I've made a mental calculation of the things I would like to achieve by the year's ended. I've made a note on them, and then I'm just trying to look out for opportunities, look out for things I need to do. As much as they align with my goals, I key into them, and then we achieve goals and we are moving. So just in case you are watching me and you've also got some goals you've set for this year, some things you wish to achieve for this year, this video is for you. Just stick to it. And just in case you're also watching and you didn't have any plans for the year, it's also very fine. See, sometimes I don't even believe in too much pressures. Sometimes we'll plan and plan and think and think and think. We'll spend all the time thinking and planning, and we'll spend zero time in execution. So it's not even about the planning or saying this is what I want or this is what I want. But then I'll make everything clear by the time we have come to the end of this video. So I want to start by telling you a story. See, this channel is about lifestyle, my lifestyle, especially family and everything. I've been sharing my story about, when I was in Nigeria, when I relocated, my times in the UK, when I was job hunting, how I started, the job I got. In fact, how I got the job I got now, even though I've not made a detailed video on that, which I'm going to make very soon, and all of that. But I want to share a story. So I'm not going into the whole details of everything and how it came now. I'll just find a way to make a very short summary. So of course, I used to be an entrepreneur. I'm still one anyway, just that I've not had opportunities to really implement my entrepreneurial skills as at now. So I ran a business while I was in Nigeria before I got married. Relocated with my husband, and then I was in a new country. I needed to start life afresh and all of that. I sat down and studied the way the country was patterned. It was not somewhere like Nigeria where businesses are easy to run, and I just needed to master my territory well and understand where I was. And then don't forget, I came in pregnant. I was about 2 weeks, three weeks old pregnant when I came in. So before I could even sit down and settle down, morning sickness are setting and all of that. So kept struggling, kept doing, like, I think that was the longest time, my pregnancy days, the longest time I was ever idle in my life. Like, and not like I was enjoying it, it was really getting at me. But then I was gonna be like, calm down, you're not rushing anywhere. Let's sort out this pregnancy stage first. When it's done, you have all the time in the world. But then, because I'm not just used to, just think I'm not doing anything, and that was how I sat down in December of that year, 2021, and I was like, no, even before December, around November, I was already thinking, no, I can't continue like this. What do I do? So I've always had a thought of starting a YouTube channel, and I was like, why not start it now? YouTube channels take time to grow and all of that. Why not just start now and begin to master, how it works, how it goes, and put your things in place, and then see how you can make something out of this. That was one. Then secondly, what can you do to start earning money aside YouTube? YouTube is like something that gives a passive income, and me, I want money, I need money. And then I've studied my environment and saw that it is not somewhere where businesses, like personal businesses, just if you're from Nigeria and maybe you live in Nigeria, you understand what I mean. Almost everybody can run a business, and it's just very easy to start. So it was not something very easy for me, even though I had business ideas. And then I thought about it. The way to start here is to get into the corporate world and get something doing. Now, because I was pregnant, I was expecting a baby, I was a new wife, and all of that, I didn't just want this whole setting of craze of, I go out for a 9 to 5, I come back tired. I'd always wanted, in as much as I'm career minded, I'm this woman who wants it all. I want to be excelling in career, I want to be excelling in my home, I want to be that wonderful mother, I want to be that wonderful wife, I just want everything in one. So I've always had it in my mind, which was even one of the reasons why I started out my entrepreneurial journey. Like, just so I could have a business or something that will give me chance to still face my family and my home while I'm earning money on the side. So I didn't want a work that will be taking me out of the house. Guys, the living system in UK is just crazy. Like, the work system is crazy. No, I no fit. So as I was thinking about that, okay, I already thought I was going to start a YouTube channel. Then my husband was already preaching the tech gospel to me, and I was beginning to buy little by little. Of course, I've dabbled into something earlier in the year, even before we got married, but because I had so many distractions, I couldn't carry through. So I discussed one of his friends again, that was a lady, and then she kept looking out for me that, I think she's also a colleague of his in his field, that yes, I must not really code, I must not really be a programmer, There are several other things I can do in the tech industry. So she'll see links and she'll send to me, check this out, you like it. So what am I trying to say? I started all these thoughts around November of that year, and I was writing them as things I was going to achieve in the coming year. But then I just thought, I've always had this mindset that, see, there's no difference between January 1 and December 1. Like, you are the one who is controlling the time. Do you get? So I've really thought about these things. I wrote them down and I said, why will I wait for January to start? See, anything you want to do and can be done now. Like, it's not as if time is a factor. You know, yeah, we'll have seasons and times and all of that. There's some things that just need to be done in so and so. But there are some things that time does not in any way restrict. Do you understand? If you have any of such things, please, I want to beg you. We are all human beings and we procrastinate one way or the other. I do. That thing you want to do and time is not really a limiting factor to how well or how far you can do it. Please don't say I will do it tomorrow. Start it then and there. And that was how I started my YouTube channel. It was a resolution for the new year, but then I asked myself, what is stopping me now? Like, why can't I start it now? That thing that want to happen tomorrow, let it happen now. So my baby is with her dad, and I think she's hearing my voice. That's why she's crying. But I just need to finish shooting this video and go carry her. So that's the voice you are hearing. Sorry about that, but she's fine, absolutely. So I started, and then okay, I started the YouTube channel. I was like, okay, the next thing is, how do I make active income? And this friend of my husband, I told you, who was seeing links about, how to get into the IT industry and all of that, and she sent me a link of a training of someone who does training on how to get online jobs on Upwork. She sent me that link, I think early January, around January 5th. I watched the video, I got interested, I paid for the class, I attended it, I shared it with a few friends. Around January, I was like 7 months pregnant, if I'm not mistaken. So I did the training and I created an account on Upwork and I started job hunting. Now, if you've been following me for a while on this channel, I have an entire series on Upwork, getting started on Upwork, how to get jobs on Upwork, how to write your proposal, how to create an account, how to write your about, and all of that. I'll attach it at the end of this video as, a playlist. So you might want to watch that if you are interested in skills that had to do with IT and computer and all of that. So that was how I registered for that training, did it, started. Guys, it was not easy. And I'm this kind of person that is always scared for what change brings. Like, I was not an IT person. My very first interest in anything IT, computer technology was when I met my husband. Like, he was the one who started selling the idea to me. See, the world has gone digital, the world is going this, and you have some skills you can really harness into, like, tech is where the money is, this, that. So, but me, I was used to the suffer head kind of way of making money, if you understand what I mean. So I didn't really buy into that. I told him I had my own, everybody must not do tech or IT. I had my own way of making money, Nigerian business kind of way, which was not really favorable. Do you get? I don't want to say too much stories. So I attended this Upwork training, created an account, and I was very scared because I was a total novice. I didn't even know how I was going to go about this. I think I've shared more of this story in the Upwork video. And I started applying for jobs after the whole training and everything. I created my account as a first timer on the platform, a platform that is so saturated. I started applying, guys. I almost got frustrated at some point because I will apply and apply. Nobody is getting back to me. I finally got a few interview sessions. After the whole stress of the interview, they'll ask you to write this, write that, and then they'll get back to you and say that they cannot continue with you. The thing was almost running me crazy, and I was telling my husband knew then now, our days of little beginning. I was like, I can't continue this thing and all of that. He told me, babe, don't worry, you want to do this, continue. So I kept worrying my connect to finish this and that. He said, don't worry, we'll buy connect when he finishes. So just on the very last day of February. I think the February of that year was 29 days. Guys, one of the applications I submitted got back to me. I've told you guys how the pay was very small. They were paying me $230 per month for somebody who lives in the UK. So I actually told the company that this money is small, but I like what they do and I like to join it. But deep down in my heart, I knew I just wanted to take that job to gain an actual experience for somebody who was a total novice. So that was how I took that job on the 29th of February that year. By March 1st, I had started. And March ending, I got my first salary. 2nd April, I put to bed. I gave birth to my daughter, and then I go back to them. They gave me some 2 weeks break. Like I should take my time, but then after 2 weeks, I felt I was ready to resume. I go back to them. So they saw the way I was struggling with baby and the work, and they told me they had finished with their work in my region. They want to lay me off, but of course, if there are higher opportunities next time, just a stylish way of laying me off, and it was totally understandable. I went off, but just that one experience with the low pay and everything got me to where I am today. Do you understand what I mean? It was a journey that started in December, the whole New Year resolution, New Year thoughts and everything. I just took time to share this my story. So you see that like nothing happens overnight. You must put in the work. You must be intentional. Do you understand what I mean? I know it's sounding like yeah, say hi to my friends. Say hi to my friend. Kaka. Say hi. Say hi. Hi. So you just wanted to come and be with me. Sorry for the breaking transmission, guys. I knew that was going to happen because that cry was too much. So where did I stop? It was not a journey that started overnight, but then what matters was that it started and then gradually it got somewhere. So around May of that year, somebody else preached another aspect of tech to me. I found interesting, and I started studying it and migrating. And my baby was barely 3 months old then. I was doing boot camps, I was taking Udemy courses, I was working on projects. One thing about me is that once I set my heart to do a thing, I try to do my best and tell myself that I've done my best. Do you understand what I mean? Why am I taking time to share this story? I was telling you how the whole journey started. So around June of that year, I helped a friend to revamp her CV and optimize her LinkedIn page. And she was so impressed. She was like, how did you learn this? Like, see the way you everything I was doing made sense to her. And I told her that even me, I don't know. That's when I saw that, like, when you repeat things, you get to master them. So I saw that months of trying to work on my LinkedIn page, trying to update it, months of trying to revamp my CV, months of trying to write cover letters. Like, I can write them offhand now, not really because I'm writing something I crammed, but because I've understood the concept of this, what these people want, what they are asking, and I just know how to craft it. And I didn't sit down I want to learn this. It was just years of experience, practice, months of practice, trying to do it and all of that. So somebody was asking me lately that how did I even land this my job I'm doing now? I'm actually working as a customer support personnel now, and it's a remote role. I work from home. And even though that's not my dream job, like I said, it was actually a path to my dream job. And I'll still come and tell you guys when I get my dream job, because I know I'm going to get it. Maybe it was like yesterday I started on Upwork with my $5 job. So I don't forget to tell you guys, the first job I got on Upwork was a $10 job where you chat in a community, like a community moderator, for $10. I did it once and I ran away because it was not just worth the pay. So this is not about me actually, but I feel maybe when I share a real life story, you understand what I mean and then see that I've been there. I had challenges, I had struggles, but what matters was that I set a goal and my eyes was on the ball. In fact, in all of this, I think my YouTube channel is what was suffering most because I was not seeing that quick result I wanted. So I was pushing my energy and everything into every other thing, and you know, because there's no way you can get it all in one just has to suffer. So that was it. So what am I trying to say? What are your goals for this year? Do you want to make more money this year? Do you want to learn a skill this year? Do you want to lose weight this year? Do you want to travel this year? Do you want to increase your income this year? Don't wait till February. This reminded me, around February of that this 2022 that I just finished, I posted on my WhatsApp status about what are people's plan for the year. They should start planning. And somebody replied that please I should stop disturbing people. That is still early the year. Let people rest. Let people. It's fine if you want to rest. Okay, it's absolutely fine. But from experience, this is what I'm telling you. If you come and set out one time, you want to rest, you want to do this, before you know it, today is 5th, and it was just like yesterday it was 1st. Time runs, and like I said earlier, that thing you want to do in March, start it today, so that even if you are not getting it, you must have been maybe trying, failing, and then perfecting your craft before that March comes. You get what I mean? So in subsequent days, I'm going to make videos on skills you can learn, you know, even as a beginner in the IT field, businesses you can run. And because I know that everybody is not IT inclined, some people are just good at business, they want to do business. I have business ideas, you know. I'm going to make videos on how to come up with business ideas, things you can do, and then the onus of the work will lie on you on how to materialize these things and make them come to life. So if you want to win in 2023, you just have to tell yourself that you want to win, and then that you are ready to put in the work. It does not lie in wishing. It does not lie in saying. It does not lie in, it does not end in writing it down. Like, start doing something. And why I took time to share my whole story is because so you don't see, it will not sound to you as if, you know, everything happened at once. I got this job I got in October. This was a journey I started since January, you know. They say one was not built in a day, but they did lay blocks each day. Everything I did from that January I decided to transition in my career, every little step I took are all what joined together to like bring me where I am. And I'm icing on the cake. I mean, how do they say? So this job I got was actually a remote role, a temporary role. They took me in October and they told me that I just needed me for the company because of the season peak that was high and all of that. That was just a 2-month role. They were going to lay people off after December. I said, okay, that's fine. The experience will count for something for me. And before I started this job, see, I'm going to find a day properly. I'll say stories of how I got this job and everything. But the good news is that by that January 2nd, when I was supposed to be laid off, you know, as a temporary staff, they got back to me saying that they'll be changing my contract. They wanted me as a permanent staff in the company. I was like, no, this is not hype. I am good. Forget it. I am good. Let me give myself my flowers. But Jesus, when I started that job, 2 weeks into it, I wanted to quit. Before I even started, at the interview stage, I was so scared. I was like, God, let me know. I was scared. Can I do it? Like, this one first actual serious job I'll be taking. I was so scared. Like, you know, it's one thing to answer interviews, you know, and have ideas and write your CV well. It's another thing to actually know how to do the job. I was so scared. But guys, first week, second week, the pressure was much. I was telling my husband that, and I've never really done a corporate job before, so this was like my first. I was telling my husband that I want to quit, and thank God for him. He really encouraged me and told me to continue, that it only gets easier by the day, and I've always wanted this, and that now that it has come for me, I can only do all I can to make sure I be the best at it. But guys, 2 months later, I am now hot cake. Hot cake. So yeah, I just want to stay a while with the company and at least have like at least 6 months, maybe 6 months job experience with them, and then start job hunting for higher roles. This girl that came here, mama. So I hope I've not digressed too much. Like, write down your goals, lay them out, and start working now. Like now, what do you need to succeed? See, the world there are so many things out there you need to actually get you to where you want to, but are you actually looking in the right direction? YouTube is there, Google is there, the experienced people and all of that, people you can ask. The thing is, just decide what do you want to do, and then look for people who are already succeeding in that field. Key into it, seek for mentors, create accountability group. As I am, so some people are not good at self-motivating, which is also fine. Some people work better in a team. So if the team way is what works for you, create an accountability group. Do you understand what I mean? People who are like-minded, people who are choosing something, people you encourage yourselves together every now and then. Do you get what I mean? Just so you can achieve your goal. If you're a self-motivator, fine, set goals for yourself, set standard. If I don't do this today, I will not sleep. If I don't do, and that is how you keep growing. That's how you keep growing. If you want to make more money this year, it is not by saying it. It is by, okay, how will this happen? What is my role to play? And start playing that role. No two ways about it. So this is just a way of welcoming you into the new year and telling you that everything you desire in your heart is actually possible. I was recounting, somebody was asking me that she wants to get into the IT field and tech field, like that. How did I even start? That's when I sat down and started thinking about how I started this whole journey in January of 2022, and it was looking as if it was not making sense. But the truth is, there has been progress. There are days you'll be tired, you feel like not continuing, you feel like giving up, but then it's not the amount of work that counted, it's the consistency. How are you progressing? How are you moving? So I just want to encourage someone. See, it's not easy for me. Like, you don't want to know what's being a housewife, because I work from home. Working from home is very dicey. You're working from home, but you're still managing the home, doing two works at the same time. Being a housewife, being a new mom. By the way, my baby clocked 9 months on the 2nd, so happy birthday to her. And working full time. So it only gets easier with time. It was when I started, God, the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month was telling on me. But now I've blended. I wake up early. If there's anything I need to do, I do it. I start my work. When I'm done, I quickly go and make food, bathe my baby, then shoot videos. Because don't forget, I'm also doing all of this. I'm running a YouTube channel. So it's actually not easy, but it's doable. If accountability groups will help you, please stick to them. And see, this year, everybody just needs to put hands on deck to make money, because the economy all over the world is not smiling. People who are earning 1 naira want to double it into 2. People who are not earning at all want to earn something. And see, the sky is wide enough for every one of us to fly. When I did my Upwork training, I was saying, Upwork is saturated, is this, is that. I said it's saturated, but people are still getting jobs there. So the issue with a lot of us is that we give up easily. We are so pessimistic. We are so, you see the negatives. You count 90 negatives before you see 1 positives. Those things affect your mindset, even affect how things happen for you. Sincerely, why not tell yourself that if it is only 1 person they are taking for this job, I'm going to get it? And nobody said you must be perfect in a day. Like, there are things I've so gotten better at in this corporate world that when I started, God, I was like, can I do this thing? But I'm glad for where I am today. I'm not where I want to be, but me, I can even see the path that it's getting there, it's leading there. And I just want to encourage you and hold your hands there. I really don't know, I've talked for this month. This is actually over 30 minutes. I said this video was not going to more than 30 minutes, but that's just all I want to say for now. I just want to welcome us officially into the new year and give us tips on how to win. Be intentional, put in the work. Procrastination is a thief of time. That thing you say you want to do tomorrow, if it can be done now, please do it now. Create accountability groups. Buy kitchen gadgets that will make work easier for you. Outsource. Ask for help. Don't kill yourself. You also need to be healthy and in good mental state to get things done. Look out for yourself in this new year. Love yourself, okay? And above all, love God and love your neighbors. I pray that the year turns out a very good one for us. By the end of the year, we'll be coming to do a retrospection. We're really going to see how far we've gone, and we'll appreciate it if we put things in place. So whatever it is you are looking out to achieve this year, I am joining my faith with yours and praying that they work out for you. That this year is going to be one of your most beautiful year yet. Like, I feel it deep down that we're going to achieve a lot of things without struggle. Just have the positive mindset and be intentional. Do what you need to do, and God will make things fall in place for you. So I love you. You're welcome to join me. Please stay tuned on the channel. There are very many more interesting things coming up on the channel you don't want to miss out on. This year, as much as I can, I'll try to come and dish out content, quality content, you know now. Okay, guys, see you when next. So see, I love you. Bye. Mama, do you want to say bye?